Sup bro chachos? As you see by the title of today's video, we are going to be doing the megalodon of upgrades on our H2. But now before you exit and say, well, I don't have an H2, it's okay, because the brand that we're using is the brand for high-end exhaust systems. If you got yogurt money but have caviar taste, it's okay. Go for broke. Max out all your credit cards because this is the exhaust system for you. On that note, if you have not yet joined the Bertini fam, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the notification bell. This way you can stay up to date on all of our build series content. And I mean all of it. With that being said, go ahead and roll the intro. Why is it always so hot in this garage?
I don't know, we need to install fans.
Or maybe an AC unit.
Something. It's too dang hot.
Possibly even insulate this thing. Gets so hot in here in the Florida heat. Speaking of hot products, I know some of you have seen this in our Instagram posts, but this isn't actually maybe a Vandemon Performance exhaust system. It's actually a Vandemon Performance exhaust system. We tricked them, Miguel. We totally got them. They had no idea.
Real good, Bob, real good.
Now, in order to install this exhaust system, we are going to install some supporting mods. Since we're already going to be draining the coolant system, we figured let's go ahead and install some titanium radiator pipes and silicone couplers. And we figured might as well upgrade the coolant as well while we're at it. And since we're going to be in the area, we're like, well, a new filter would be nice. So let's do that. Some block off plates, a new blow off valve. And then of course a tuner. This way we could tune this son of a gun and make it even faster. Because even though this is our first bike, it's too slow. It needs to be faster. With that being said, Miguel, we have a lot of work ahead of us. I see your excitement. Miguel loves when we have really big projects that take entire days and days and days to film. Look at his Kool-Aid smile from ear to ear, baby. On that note, we have a lot of work to do here. Look, we still got the cheap exhaust system. If you haven't seen that video, you can check that one out too. But we're gonna get it off today and get this Vandemon Performance exhaust system installed on it. You know what I feel like doing?
What?
I feel like unboxing this thing. I wanna take a look at it.
How else would you get it out?
Good point. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not. This system is a full titanium system, so this is the best of the best exhaust system you could put on a Kawasaki Ninja H2. Everybody knows that. Anybody who has these bikes knows of the name Vandemon Performance. This brand, they're located in Australia. Any high-end bike that you could think of, they make full titanium systems for. BMWs, Ducatis, any of the high-end bikes, pretty much every high-end bike, they're going to make a full titanium exhaust system for. So stop wasting your money on the caca-poo-poo exhaust systems. Upgrade your status, get a full titanium system. You're gonna save a bunch of weight. You're gonna gain a lot of performance. It's gonna sound much better than your caca-poo-poo system. And you're gonna get all the ladies. Actually, on that fourth point, I don't know if that's an accurate point.
I didn't get any.
That's true, you didn't get any ladies. That's because you don't have a full titanium exhaust system on your motorcycle.
Very true.
Miguel, let's do it. Let's take all this plastics and stuff off and prep it for this exhaust system.
But I don't think that's the right tool.
We don't need a pipe cutter?
No.
Oh crap, you're right. All right, let's get these fairings off. So, now that we've taken apart like 90% of the Ninja H2, let me show you what all we've done and taken apart. Follow me. So we've pretty much done a full gut here. Everything that you could think of has come off of this bike, minus the motor. All of the coolant we drained out of this bike. We've taken off the full exhaust system. This was the factory canister, which we removed in a previous video to put this custom one that we built on here. We've also removed, I think this is called the evap system, but we took that whole system out along with the reed valves and all that. We took off the factory blow-off valve too. We've also taken off all of our radiator piping. Miguel, what do you think of all this? What do you think of how all this has went down so far?
It's taken a bit, but it'll be worth it.
Miguel, we are trained dummies.
Does that make it better?
No, but maybe that's why this has all taken us a little bit of time here.
Very true.
Because if we were trained professionals, it would have taken even longer.
Exactly.
Stupidity makes you smarter. Makes perfect sense if you don't think about it. Let's go ahead and get these new parts on. Jabronis. Alrighty then, block off plates are installed. Now on to the next step. That's removing this kakapupu blow-off valve and replacing it for this beautiful Turbo Smart blow-off valve that we got from Extreme Creations. This thing looks super sexy. Look at the difference in that. It's such a big difference between the two of these things. Let's get this installed. Muy importante, make sure you're torquing these bolts down to spec. Now, on to our next thing, which is our silicone couplers. Some of these are gonna get installed now. Some of these will get installed when we're putting everything back together. Let's go ahead and get all these, or at least the ones that we can install now, on the bike. Boy, do I got an update for y'all. We've installed all of these beautiful, beautiful Samco Sport silicone hoses, really nice. We've installed the beautiful Trickstar titanium radiator piping, which I'm not tightening this in yet because we still got a lot of stuff left to do there. We've also installed this beautiful Trickstar pipe on this side as well. Came out really nice. What do you think, Miguel?
Looks amazing.
Right? That titanium finish is looking freaking crazy. The other thing that we've done is we've routed the Woolwich cable from the ECU. So we had to take apart this whole section over here. We're not gonna bore you with that stuff. And we've run the cable from the middle of the ECU port all the way down the side of the bike, down the harness, and all the way to the back of the bike. And then here in the back of the bike, what we've done is we've Velcroed this in. So we can remove this anytime we want, but we wanted to give it like a nice, clean profile back here. And so where it's not like flimsy all around in here. So some nice heavy duty Velcro did the trick, and now we can pull it off, put it on whenever the hell we want to do it. Came out super nice. We're really, really happy with it. Now we're on to the filter. This is the factory filter. This thing looks like absolute caca-y-poo-poo. This one, look at the difference. You could literally see through this one. This is like the best of the best. I believe they're called Sprint filters. Yeah, Sprint SF filter, or SF Sprint filters. These things are super nice. Make sure at any of the links that we send you to, always use code BERTINI, B-E-R-T-I-N-I. I think that's how you spell it. That's how we spell it, right, Miguel? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this on and start putting on the headers. All right, now onto the headers. Brand new exhaust gaskets, check. When you've installed as many exhaust systems as we have seen and installed on motorcycles and cars, you learn to appreciate the details of high quality stuff. Look at this. This right here is already made for you to put on safety lock wire. This stuff right here, you run this stuff through, this is how you know this is race built. This is super high quality. You run the safety wire through this, or safety lock wire through this, and to another place, and then you don't have to worry about this thing ever running out on you. And if it somewhat moves slightly, guess what? You have the safety lock wire on there to keep it in. Great job, Vandemon Performance. Great job. Well, now all that we got left to do is, what do we got left to do, Miguel?
Let him hear how it sounds, right?
That's right. Let's start this gun up and let's hear how it sounds, and hopefully everything's functioning good. It sounds insane.
Oh my God.
Holy crap. This thing sounds wicked. Dude, that thing sounds crazy. Oh, we need to take this thing out. sounds wicked. So what's your favorite part of this bike so far, based on everything that we put on the H2?
Personally, the exhaust is hands down my favorite. Like it just makes it sound so mean. It's like a monster. I was so surprised when you turned that thing on. Like I wasn't expecting that.
Not to mention the fact that we saved 28 pounds, almost 29 pounds off of the bike with all the modifications. And the bike just looks so much more sick now.
What about you, Paul? What's your favorite part?
I'm gonna have to say it's kind of a tie between the blowoff valve, which sounds super sick, and I would say the block-off plates. The block-off plates were a big one from Brock's Performance, and I would say the reason why that would be my number, it's between one of those, is because it just took out so much of, like, cleared up so much space under there. It just looks cleaner now under here, and that for me was a big thing. And it also keeps from those odd pops and crackles from happening to the bike. So yeah, I would have to say those. The one thing I would say though, with the Vandemon Performance exhaust system, it's really loud. Like loud. Like I don't even know how to explain how loud, but it's like the GTR on steroids. It's loud. So what I would recommend is whether you have an H2 or another bike, if you're gonna go with a Vandemon Performance exhaust system, if I could redo this all over again, I'm gonna recommend you go with their Stealth exhaust system, because then we would have the option to open or close the valve, which in hindsight, that would have been a nice feature. It's funny, they can't see you nodding.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Miguel is like nodding in the background like, yeah, it's loud. It would have been nice to have some sort of like, valve system to quiet it down. Well, bro, chachos, I think Witchcraft here gets a CC upgrade now that we added all this performance. Miguel, I think we're gonna add 66 more CCs to this bad boy. So now, instead of maybe 600 CCs, we're now maybe 666 CCs.
Wow.
Let's take Witchcraft out on the streets and see how she performs.
Well, I'll tell you what, this thing sounds absolutely amazing. It's hard to put into words how good this sounds, but as many of you know my opinions on full titanium exhaust systems, these things sound ridiculous the way that they reverberate sound. Oh, and it's such a nice day out today to be out riding too. The other thing I'm noticing too is you can hear the supercharger a lot more now. I think it's because of the filter. Like the supercharger wind or the spooling up sound, not really spooling up because it's a supercharger, but you know what I'm saying, that spooling up winding sound, it sounds so much more like present, if you will. The other thing I'm noticing too is the blow-off valve sounds so much more loud now. Here, let me give you guys a quick pull so you guys can hear the difference in sound. Oh my gosh, this thing sounds so freaking ridiculous. Listen to that blow-off valve. That blow-off valve sounds absolutely ridiculous. And the way that this exhaust reverberates the sound, it's just like mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing the way that this thing is just like reverberating the sound. Oh my gosh, this feels like a completely new bike. I mean, it was super fast before, but this is just so different now. Wow, this thing is really impressive. Whew, get some air in here. And that was a quick break. This exhaust is loud. This thing sounds so ridiculous. Oh my gosh, so clean though, so clean. Woo, baby. Oh my gosh, this thing sounds so freaking wicked. This is like a completely different bike right now. Like, it's hard to describe. Look, listen to that blow valve. The blow valve is still going. By the way, for those of you who are interested in picking up one of these exhaust systems from Vandemon Performance in Australia, you all can save a little bit of money if you use code Bertini. I've worked out a deal with them to give you all a discount if you use my code. So make sure to check them out. And by the way, it works on any exhaust system that you might be interested in. So Ducatis, KTMs, BMWs, etc. Listen to that blow-off valve. Oh my gosh. That thing sounds so crazy. Sounds so wicked. By the way, same thing with Brock's Performance. If you're interested in picking up anything from Brock's Performance, you can go ahead and use code Bertini and save yourself some money. Man, that blow-off valve is never gonna get old. This exhaust too just loves the high RPMs. It sounds so freaking wicked. So I've been meaning to install the tank grips onto Witchcraft, but as I told you guys before, I'm gonna be wrapping her. And so I feel like it's gonna be a waste if I put them on now. I'm gonna have to take them off once I get her wrapped, which by the way, you're gonna wanna stay tuned in for that video because I'm gonna surprise you with the color. Oh my God, Witchcraft, you beast. I'm probably like 35%, 40% throttle, and she is just absolutely wicked. If you found this video useful or entertaining, or you found Miguel and I really dumb, go ahead and click that like button. It really doesn't help us out. Look how beautiful, guys. My God. Claremont, Mineola, super nice out. I grew up in Miami, South Florida, so for those who don't know, we have only flatness over there. Although it's a different kind of beautiful, right? I love my city. Man, the bike looks so freaking good, guys. Wow, what a difference. That looks so nice. Man, I'm really happy too. We need to get that exhaust hot enough to where it could get that nice bluing, that titanium nice bluing on it. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and take some pictures really quick of this thing. If you have not yet joined the Bertini fam, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the notification bell. This way you are notified every single time we put out a new video, either on this build series, on our GTR build series, or any other build series that we have going on. With that being said, y'all know the deal. Make sure you're putting out good energy into the world and you're paying it forward. We'll check you out later. Bye now.